when we moved into that house on Belterre, we were allowed to decorate it any way we wanted to. So we could have one wall wallpapered. And Uncle Izzy used to come over and do all our wallpapering. So my favorite color back then was purple. And everything back then was flower power and, you know, big flowers, pinks and purples and yellows. And so I found the biggest flowers that I could possibly find in wallpaper. And we did one wall in that. And then to match the furniture, Mom painted my bedroom furniture purple, and I think with white trim or gold trim, something like that. And then we had shag carpeting. Shag!
Shag?
Shag carpeting, man! Pink and white.
Oh!
It was so cool! Awesome! And it was about that high. And you could sweep it, but you had to rake it up to bring the fibers back up to make it stand up, big and puffy, and it was so cool to walk on. And back then, my Aunt Nell used to make us every Christmas these little she knitted us slippers. So we used to go walk on our little carpets in our room with our newly knitted Christmas
slippers?
Slippers!
Yes!
Yes!
Best slippers ever!
Best slippers ever. Man, they were the coolest. And Grandma Corrado, she used to crochet. And back then, when I was like 14, I went to Mount Carmel School. And she would crochet us little vests to wear with our uniforms. Our blue and white uniforms.
Blue and white? Mount Carmel was brown and gold.
I don't remember. It might have been St. Anthony's colors that I remember that Melissa and Chuck used to wear.
Brown, white, gold, and black.
Yeah, because I had a brown. Yeah, I had a brown crocheted one, and I might have had a gold crocheted vest with a little tie right here. So you wore your white blouse underneath and your little skirt, and you froze to death. Because, well, in the wintertime you had to wear leggings.
Leotards?
Leotards, yeah. That's what they were called.
But you still had to wear your skirt?
Yeah.
You didn't allow slacks at that time?
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
In my time, they had slacks, I think.
Well.
Most isn't about you.
You know, when we were in high school, back in 74, I graduated. So in 70, we were fighting for our rights just to wear slacks to school in high school. And then we fought for our rights to wear blue jeans. Bell bottom.
She was proper.
Blue jeans. We weren't allowed to wear anything but skirts and tops and dresses. And they had to be like right to the knee. You couldn't wear mini skirts to school. Oh man. I was with it. Wow.
Tell me your favorite memory from high school.
Oh. Going to the football games and afterwards going to the sock hops.
Yes.
Because we got to dance with everybody. All your girlfriends and people that you didn't know. I mean, and we always wanted to dance with the blacks. Yeah, man, because they were the best dancers in the school.
So who was your favorite person to dance with?
Clarkie West.
Herky West.
Clarkie. Clarkie West.
Wow.
He had the moves.
Oh man, they all had the moves. And Clyde Hudson, I think. Those were the two I remember.
Wow.
So, really important question. Were you a bra burner? Did you burn your bra to protest anything? That look says yes.
Oh yes. Yes.
What'd you protest?
Burning bras and wearing halter tops. Yeah, that was like in the 70s.
Yeah.
Wearing flowers in your hair.
Right?
Mom's daisies from her gardens.
She had a lot of them.
She had tons of them. A lot. Pretty white daisies. Used to go and clip them off and stick them in your hair.
What is your favorite memory with Betty Ann?
Betty Ann. Betty Ann and I weren't that close growing up. Betty Ann. Oh.
Then you gotta go through everybody else.
Oh, God.
I got an item. You ready?
Okay.
You got more in there.
I got one more.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my God. What? It has a bubble thing here. Oh my God, I wore this thing? This was my helmet. For when I was riding my motorcycle when I was 15. Honda 90.
Ride it.
In my backyard in the snow.
And in the woods? Did you take it in the woods?
I took it down to, I walked it down to Mount Carmel School and went in the back of the, they had a big parking lot in the back. And my friend Rocky Flaviano used to come down there too. Well, he was always down there. And I used to race him across the parking lot. And I won.
Did you really?
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, I beat Rocky. Yeah.
Crash?
Yes. That was scary. And then, okay, my bike wasn't made for trails. It was a road bike, but I rode it on trails because my buddies in the neighborhood, Rocky and Allie, Alan and Georgie, Buffwack, they all rode their bikes. They all had trail bikes. So I wanted a trail bike, but I couldn't find one. So I saved up my babysitting money and I bought a road bike. And I rode it on the trails in the back of the school. But they went up, and some of them went to the side. And one time I went on one of the side trails, and my footrest got stuck on the side of the hill, and I stalled it out. And I started going back down the hill backwards. And my dad and Laura were over there watching me, and they come running for me because I tipped my bike over and fell down the hill the rest of the way and skinned my arm. I had a scar there for a long time, but it's gone now.
Gone now.
Gone now.
Going.
I know. And this was my helmet.
Yep.
Wow.
Amazing. It's all in one piece and it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, man. What the heck? Hello? Anybody in there?
What happened to the bike?
Oh, well, you know, my mom and dad never said anything about me getting a license to ride on the road. I was really good, though. But after realizing you could get hurt on a bike and falling that one time, when I turned 16, I didn't want to get a license for my bike. So we used to have company over a lot. Uncle John and Aunt Carol, they had just gotten married. They were really young. And Uncle John worked at Packard, or was it GM?
I think Packard.
Maybe Packard. Anyway, I asked him if he wanted to buy my bike. So he bought my bike for $100, and he rode that thing to work every day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was still a good bike.
Nice.
'Cause I bought it from a kid from school who was riding it, and he was the same age as I was, so I don't think that he rode it much on the road, because he was the same age as me, and he wasn't able to either. So he and I had it, and then I sold it to my Uncle John. And then I don't know what happened to it after that.
What happened when you first got it to the house?
Oh.
Took it off the trailer.
Oh yeah, well I was just learning how to ride it, and I kick-started it and started it all up and everything, and I wasn't very good with the gears because you had to shift. Was it the clutch here and the brake here? And then you had to step down I believe, to go down 1, 2, 3, and then click it to come up. Man, it's a long time ago, Ernie. You're making me,
You got it right, I think.
really?
I think so.
Holy
We wouldn't
cow.
know if you didn't.
Wow, I can remember stuff when I was
On the left
14,
side,
15.
Right on the right. Drop
Yeah.
on the right.
Yeah, throttle on the right. And, all right, so here I go. Broom, broom, I'm driving down the driveway all the way, make it to all the way to the end. Anybody coming? Nobody's coming. Okay, go across from the neighbor's yard into their driveway. Help, I don't know how to stop. So I rolled into their big Christmas tree in their front yard, and I stopped it right inside all that limbs and everything. There we go.
Yeah.
And Dad was like, oh no, I thought you knew how to stop it. I guess not, Dad.
And he bought a motorcycle too then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he bought a
Okay.
motorcycle. Yeah, and we used to go down to the school and ride it together. We love those motorcycles. Yeah. Me and Dad, we were like best buddies. Uh-huh. We had a nice relationship. I used to help him with his cars. If he needed to pump the brakes, I was in the car helping him with that. Or else I'd be in the garage and I borrowed Dad's hammer and I would go find rocks, and I was looking for gold. I was looking for gemstones in the rocks because I heard I had a rock book, and they said you could find gemstones like garnets and turquoise.